Namaste everyone, welcome to Dr. Subarya's tutorial. Today we are diving into an essential topic in educational psychology, brain and cognitive development. We will cover key concepts like neuroplasticity, synaptic pruning, myelination, critical periods, and executive functions. Okay, so understanding this will give us insight into how learning happens and how we as a teacher can support our students' growth at different levels. Okay, so let's get started. The first one is the neuroplasticity. Let's think of neuroplasticity as the brain's ability to reshape itself. It's the brain's ability to reshape itself based on what? Based on what we learn and experience. Okay, so it's the brain's ability to reshape itself based on what we learn and experience. Just like a clay that can be molded into different shapes. Okay, so the brain can also form new connections and adapt when we practice something repeatedly. So, for example, what we can say when we start learning a new language or a skill, what happened? This neuroplasticity enables us to gradually improves as our brain creates stronger pathways. Okay, so this neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to reorganize and form new connection in response to learning, experience, and even injury. Okay, so neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to reshape itself based on what we learn and experience. I think it's clear. And next one is synaptic pruning. So imagine a gardener trimming a plant or cutting away weaker branches so that the plant grows stronger. Okay, so connecting it with, we can say that the synaptic pruning works in a similar way. Like when we are young, the brain creates many connection between neurons. But as we grow, it start to prune or remove the connections that we don't use often. Okay, so this make the brain more efficient by keeping only the most used and important pathways active. Okay, so which help us focus on what we need to learn. That is synaptic pruning. So it's a process where the brain removes the weaker or unused synaptic connection and making room for what? Making the room for the stronger and more efficient ones. That is synaptic pruning. Next one is the myelination. So myelination, thinking of myelination, so it's an adding insulation. Just imagine adding insulation around electrical wires. So signals can travel faster, right? So myelin, we already know that it's a protective coating around the axon in our brain cells, right? So it helping messages move quickly and efficiently. So this process is ongoing from infancy through young adulthood and is essential for fast, smooth communication in the brain, right? It helps us to react faster, think quicker, and do things like moving or speaking more easily. So that is myelination. It's the process where axons are coated with the myelin and speed up the electrical signal transmission. So what happened then? It helping messages move quickly and efficiently. So that is myelination. And coming to the critical periods, critical periods are like golden windows of time in early development. Okay, so here when the brain is most open to learning specific skill. For example, in early childhoods is a critical period for language where exposure to words, sounds, and conversation has the biggest impact. Okay, so if we miss this experience during the critical period, it might be harder to learn those skills later. So that's the importance of the critical period. It's a specific windows during development when the brain is particularly sensitive to environmental stimuli. I think it's clear. So let's moving to the other one, executive functions. These are our brain's management skills. Okay, so here it written as a higher level cognitive process that help with goal setting, planning, problem solving, impulse control, and decision making. So what is it? It's our brain's management skills, the ability that help us plan, focus, remember the instructions, and doing multiple tasks and all. Okay, so it's like having a personal manager in our brain. So okay, when we can say simply that there is a personal manager in our brain, so telling us what to start, when to stop, or when to start and shift the focus and all. So these skills develop in the prefrontal cortex and are more important for decision making and also for controlling the impulses and solving the problems. I think now the definition is clear. It's a high level cognitive process that helps with goal setting, planning, problem solving, impulse control, and decision making. It's just like having a personal manager in our brain. Okay, so this is all about the brain and cognitive development. So, thank you for watching. I hope this class helped you to grasp the foundational ideas of brain development and learning. Remember, as educator, understanding how the brain works can really transform how we teach, right? So if you found this useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more videos like this. So join me next time as we continue exploring the important topics for NTT and beyond. Happy learning.